So if you're a customer, how do you know if a company really is green? And if you're a company wanting to go green, the question is, well, how? Here's the person who can answer those questions. Pam Evans.
I'm Alameda County's Green Business Coordinator, and we are a third-party certifier on green business performance.
Well, let's take my office.
Probably for an office, the most important thing is going to be your lighting.
Yes.
And if you have energy efficient lighting.
What does that mean? How do I know if it's energy efficient?
For most offices, they use overhead lightings, long, narrow tubes.
Right.
And you should have T8 lighting,
T8.
not T12.
Okay.
And a simple way to know is if you look up and you see a fat tube that's about the width of a 50-cent piece.
Yes.
That's the old lighting, and
okay.
It needs to be replaced with the T8s, which are about the width of a quarter.
Okay. Will I get the same visibility? I mean, the quality of light?
Yes. Well, for example, the lighting in this office is T8 and it's natural daylight. And I was ready to go to bifocals before this lighting was put in place about a year ago.
Really?
And I was able to see so much better, and because the output is so much better and it's more efficient, we were able to reduce the number of tubes of actual individual lamps that we use.
What can a restaurant or an office building or a business do to save water? I mean,
for office type businesses, it's the toilets. If you have an older toilet that's flushing at higher than 1.5 gallons per flush, you should replace it.
How do I know if I got a bad flusher?
Right where the seat attaches to the bowl of the toilet.
Yes.
If it's an old one, you won't see anything written or stamped onto the porcelain there. But if it's a new one, you will see something like 1.6 GPF or 1.28 GPF.
Yes.
That way you know you have a newer, more efficient toilet.
Oh, do they work?
Yes. I know where you're coming from.
Okay.
There were some concerns early on with some of the earlier models in the early 90s not working well.
Yep.
But there are a lot of really good models out there now that work great.
Right.
We have, in this building, we are a green business here, we have replaced all of our old toilets.
Yes.
With 1.6, but mostly with the 1.28, which are the ultra low flows. And they've worked great.
So what about putting the old brick in the tank? Does that work?
It doesn't really displace that much water.
Ah.
The other thing is older toilets, the older the toilet, the more likely it is to leak. So if you have one of those old toilets with a brick in it or not, probably it's leaking.
Can they get certified without spending a lot of money?
For those that need to make some changes, we hook them up with our utility partners. Them identify the rebates that are available to either cover the costs or cut their payback period down as short as possible.
In summary, why would a business want to go green?
We've been running a survey for about the past year. The number one reason was that going green, whether it was green business certification or some other reason, is that it is consistent with their company values. The least frequently cited reasons was saving money. In many cases, they are motivated by the staff, by their employees to look into the certification. It's a bottom-up process. Many times it is.
Wow.
Yeah, and many times it's younger workers coming in.
The millennial generation.
Exactly, looking around and saying, why aren't we recycling? Why are we using these old inefficient lights?
Right.